Today, I'm gonna try to do a new crafting project that I haven't ever done before.
I feel it.
Oh my goodness, I almost broke that.
Can you help me open it so I can start spraying it?
I asked on Instagram what I should do about a giant mirror that we have in our living room, or that I want to put in our living room that was left here at the house. Not wild about the original color that's on it. It's like a mustard yellow, leathery type of material. So I'm gonna try to make it an antique white. Where's Karis? There she is. I need to protect the mirror from getting spray painted, so I think I'm gonna put some painter's tape around the edge so I can get a nice clean line. And then I'm gonna get an old shower curtain to tape the rest of it on there. Don't stand on it, okay? Something that I have been learning about myself is I have been doing so good whenever I get outside to do stuff, and I do really good if I have something that I can be creative with. One thing that I have had to learn with that over the years is I cannot wait until I have time where the kids are all occupied and away or not around. Who do you see? You see Livia? I have to do this whenever I can figure out how to do this with kids around, or let the kids pitch in with me and help, or just get creative somehow. You was such a crazy kid.
I see Karis. Hi, Karis.
Part of me wanting to figure out how to do activities and crafts and stuff that I enjoy with the kids around is that I don't want to have a separate life. I don't want to feel like I have to have a separate life between things that I enjoy and having to have that separate from my family life, because I want my family life to be something that I enjoy, and I want those to coincide and exist together. I found some plastic from a mattress that we recently purchased. So Olivia, off babe. So I folded that because I'm sure there are some holes in it. I want to be very careful. Now I'm gonna tape this to the edge somehow. Hopefully this will work well and then I'll be ready to paint. This thing is super heavy, and I'm so glad I'm gonna make it look antique, because it already looks that way from trying to drag it on the floor. You see that, Hallie? Here's, oh my goodness, I almost broke that. Woo, I made it. That was heavy. All right, I think I'm ready to put the first coat of paint on. I ended up putting a plastic tarp down because some of the grass was standing up against it, and I was thinking we would have some grass lines. So Hallie, you've been shaking our paint for me. We're gonna start with a gray. I want gray to show through when I antique it instead of the beige, or I'm kind of okay if both show through. I've never done this. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. I really like that gray color, but I don't think I like it just as it is. I'm gonna attempt to antique. I saw a video of using Vaseline to try to antique it, and then you let the paint dry, and then you just wipe the Vaseline away. I don't have Vaseline, but I have Aquaphor, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be the same kind of texture and we'll do the same thing. And if not, we'll just have to start all over. I think this is quite a bit thicker than Vaseline, so I don't know how this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it out and see what happens. Oh, I'm so nervous. I have no clue what I'm doing. A little clue. We'll try it. I feel like this is kind of how I figured out quilting. I just did what I thought I should do, and I'm actually not too bad at that. So we'll see about this. My first stroke is like my most like nerve-wracking. I don't even know. I think like some of these edges are kind of the most natural place to maybe put some of this. I'm nervous to do anywhere else. Maybe a little on a corner somewhere. I feel like I'm gonna do this too light because I'm so nervous about it. that it's probably not gonna turn out all that great. This part looks like it's already been beat a little bit. I'm gonna try to just put it where I already see like a rough spot. And maybe that'll look good. So the sun seems to be melting this really quickly, which is what I started getting nervous about. I was like, I probably need to hurry and do this super fast because it's not gonna look antique if it's all like smeared. Oh. I have no clue how this is gonna turn out. I'm glad I'm doing like an antique look because I feel like it's gonna make up for all the mistakes that are happening, like with the paper or the plastic going on and touching it. Oh, it's already taking some of the paint off. But that's okay, because that's kind of the look we're going for. But that's not so much. So I probably should have weighed this down, but I'll come back out later, check it out, let it dry for an hour, and see what it looks like. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I don't have very high expectations for what this is gonna turn out looking like. I'm actually really nervous. Whew, it is so bright out here. I feel like it's hard to see what it looks like. Let's see if I can even tell where some of this is at. Yeah, I'm thinking I didn't antique it enough. This was kind of one of my worries too, was like, I'm so nervous to try this and make it look messed up. And I definitely did a bad job right there of spray painting. I might have to go back over this a little bit. I'm not as bummed about it as I thought I would be. I feel like it's definitely hard to see out here when I did it in the middle of the day. Now that it's a little more cloudy, it's a little better to see. I'm not thrilled. But for my first time, it might be okay. I'm more so nervous. It's going in our living room. It's gonna be quite a big piece, so it is what it is. I do need to come and fix up this part right here. So I'm gonna do some more spray paint right here and hopefully cover up this bad spot. This is thankfully the tops and people really aren't gonna notice this much, but it does need some help. I didn't quite get it all covered. I ran out of paint. I used my whole thing of paint. So you can still definitely see the paint drips, but it's not as noticeable anymore. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll come back in another hour after it dries and wipe that part away. Hopefully it'll be okay. And then take the tape off of it and reveal the mirror. And then I'm gonna have help moving it inside because there's no way. You saw how difficult it was for me to bring this outside. I'm not even gonna put it inside and hang it up. I'm gonna let Tim and I think my brother-in-law hang that up for me. So I am so excited. Earlier when Hallie was out here, she was wanting to help spray paint the mirror, but she's never spray painted before and I knew I would make mistakes anyways, and so I didn't really want to let her do that kind of project when I know I probably would have been upset with her if she made a mistake, and just felt like I probably should have done it myself. So I just went into the garage though. I was looking for some more white spray paint to see if I could finish that up a little bit more. Didn't find that, but I found some stuff to finish up birdhouses that the kids made. So I think I'm gonna let Hallie use this and spray paint birdhouses. The kids made these the last time we were in Minnesota with cousins. And so now she'll get to try out some spray paint. Hallie. Do you know how you wanted to help me spray paint the mirror? Mm-hmm. I found some stuff. It's not spray paint, but it's a finishing spray that you can spray the birdhouses that y'all made with your cousins. Do you wanna go do that?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. So I figured we can maybe do one side at a time. So this is oil-based. So this stuff that you're spraying on them is going to help seal them so that we can hang them outside and the water won't ruin them. Okay.
Can you help me open it so I can check the spraying?
Yeah. I don't know why I've had it in my head that I usually, in order to enjoy something, that I have to be away from my kids. I think it's because I mean, they're exhausting at times. If I'm not at my top and I haven't been taking care of my health, I can get worn out and I can feel like life isn't enjoyable unless I have some alone time. And I think that alone time is great and it's important and you need that time to re-energize. But being able to find something that you can enjoy with your kids around and enjoy bringing them into is so awesome. And I myself enjoy trying out a new hobby, seeing what things do I enjoy. Do I like to redo a mirror? Is it something that I'd rather not do anymore? Is it something I'm skilled at? Is it something that I should just never do? Bringing the kids along into that helps them be able to explore their skills and their talents and see if maybe they have a new hobby that they would enjoy as well. I always love seeing my kids get excited about something that I'm doing. If it's chores or an activity that I'm doing or a job that I need to do that's just different than they're used to seeing me do. I just love it whenever my kids want to come alongside. They're excited about the job that I'm doing and they enjoy being around me while doing that work. All right, good job, girly. Was that fun? Mm-hmm. All right, go play. I think it's done. Livia, do you think it's done? You're walking barefoot in the grass. What do you think, girly? I did a little sanding on it, which I think I like it a little bit better. And it even brought out some of the, which looks like wood, even though it's like a leathery kind of material. But I think I like that. I think I like the way it looks, but I want to get Tim's opinion before I take all the tape off of it, because that would be a big job to tape it back up and redo it or fix something on it. All right, the real test. What do you think of the mirror that I did?
Got a little sparkly, huh?
I did that on purpose.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
It's supposed to be like the antique look.
My feeling is, knowing nothing about this stuff, is that you have like a little bit more like scratch marks.
I have sandpaper, so you think it needs more scratching? Okay, I can do that.
But I don't. I mean,
I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time trying to do something like this. But I should distress it more to make it look more on purpose?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Rather than like it got dropped.
I would love to know what activities you have found to do that you enjoy having your kids around with, or what activity would you want to try with your kids around. I think being able to find an activity that you can do around the kids or something that doesn't demand having to be completely away from your family is so important, because being able to find those things that you can enjoy with your family around, I think gives you a healthy mindset of who your family is. It makes you thankful for them, and instead of regretting them or wishing that they weren't around so that you could do something that you enjoy. I think it's just really important to find joy with your family around, and that's something that I haven't always had. That's something that has taken me a while to find, and part of that was getting healthy, and part of that was just changing my mindset. I distressed it a little bit more. Let's see if Tim thinks that it's enough or if I need to do some more work on it.
What do you think? I mean, I don't know that I'm the...
I don't know either.
I think it's good.
Should I do the scratches deeper in it, or you think that's noticeable enough? I've had a hard time seeing too because it's been so sunny today. I feel like it's been hard. You think it's okay?
I would ask someone who knows more than me though.
It's the end of the day and the mirror is up. Are you ready for the big reveal? I ended up taking Tim's advice and texting a picture to my friend Sarah. You can check her channel at Sarah, aka Mommy. She helped me pick out my colors for the walls in the house. And so she said to distress it a little bit more. So I did a little more distressing. And now it's up on the wall. You ready? I'm excited. I like it now. So you can definitely see a lot more of the gray undertone on it. I'm excited. I think it looks good. And now I want Tim to do even more building projects. He's already still doing my desk. But it's so exciting. I love seeing the two of us work together on projects and getting things done for the house. It's been a fun hobby to work with our hands and make things our own for this place.